You know, sometimes I just want to go out and shoot photography with a crappy, cheap vintage camera. Hey everyone, Sean here, and welcome to another episode of Film Friday. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Meikai EL. So this is a fairly obscure 35mm point-and-shoot camera made in Japan in the 60s. And I found this at an antique mall a couple months ago when I was hunting for cameras with Bohush. And it was $7. I had to buy it. And I just love how junky it is. Now, it is made of metal. Not very high quality metal, but I do actually like how it looks. It does kind of have a pretty look to it. It's got a 50mm lens. I'm not really sure what the apertures are or the shutter speeds, but I'm assuming it was designed to shoot in bright sunlight with an ISO 100 speed film. And I love the way you do exposure with this camera. It's got sun partially behind clouds, and then clouds. And that's about it. Yeah, and it's funny, it's definitely designed to look kind of like a rangefinder camera with this like plastic piece here, but in reality it's a fixed focus point and shoot camera. Just kind of look through this little eyepiece here and crank your film, and there you go. You open it by pulling this lever down here. When I first looked in here, I was kind of intrigued by this curved film plane. You can see here the pressure plate itself is curved too. It uses 35mm film. You just put it in here and then you just crank it through here. Take your shot. It looks like the lens is pretty cheap. I'm not sure if it's plastic or glass. If it is glass, it's probably fairly low quality. I actually took some Ilford HP5 400 speed film in this December when I was hanging out with my brothers out in the snow. Took this camera along, took some pictures, and here are some of the images I've captured. And when I developed this film, I actually found that half of it was fogged. I don't think I did this when I was developing. I was pretty careful. So I'm pretty sure this camera had some kind of light leak. So I lost about 50% of every image. Not great, but I just kind of embraced it and turned them into panoramas. And actually a lot of them turned out okay compositionally. And as you can see, super soft focus, super lo-fi look. So why would I ever shoot film photography with this camera? And that's kind of a hard thing to explain. I am a collector. I have over 70 or 80 cameras. I haven't counted in a while. I'm not the type of person who will collect 10 different versions of a Canon FD camera. I've got one Canon FD SLR, and I'm good with that. I like having different types of cameras. And so I picked this out because it looks unique. And it still works. That's important to me. I don't like to collect cameras where the shutter is broken, the focus is broken. At the end of the day, the reason I like to shoot with lo-fi film cameras is the lo-fi image you get. Being a kid who grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, film photography was kind of dying off at that point, and the cameras that did shoot film were really high quality, so you get a really nice, sharp image. And then obviously we went into digital, and we haven't really looked back since. So for me, a lo-fi kind of soft, fuzzy film image has this really amazing mystery to it. It gives me this feel of, the past. And the fact that I'm able to buy junky little cameras like this and create images that look like this is really exciting to me. It's definitely part of the artistic look that I'm trying to achieve. Now, obviously, if you're older than me, you see a camera like this, and for you, it's not that exciting. It's like, oh yeah, I remember we had cameras like that and they took crappy images. So I totally get it. If you're someone who likes sharper images, you're not going to want to shoot with a camera like this. But I like that really low quality feel. The other reason I like shooting with cameras like this is I'm completely limited to composition. That's pretty much the only choice I'm making. I'm not choosing the focus. I'm basically just setting the aperture to these 3 points. I'm not even sure what they are. And then I'm just composing through the viewfinder. This is really liberating for me as a photographer to take a crappy film camera and create a dreamy lo-fi image. So will I shoot with this camera again? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it'll just sit on my shelf and look kind of cool until I give it away. But it was fun to shoot with this one time, and I just thought I would make a little Film Friday kind of talking about some of these more obscure, unloved cameras. So question, do you like shooting with lo-fi vintage film cameras? If so, comment below and let me know what kind of camera you use. Also, click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one. Happy film photography.